Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new subreddit, Dashcams. Why do I feel like this subreddit was created as like a place to discuss and recommend dashcams, and then just it turned into a place where people are just sharing clips of bad drivers doing stupid things that were recorded on dashcams? I don't know if that's actually the lore, but it kind of feels like it. And I think this is getting the same algorithmification that Mildly Bad Drivers was getting like a year ago. And now this is getting like, this past month, 40,000, 32,000, 30,000, 27,000, like bigger than Idiots in Cars is crazy. We'll see how long it lasts. So we begin with number 19. We locked eyes before she got in. Maybe she was distracted. There is certainly a chance that we might see some cross-postification because Idiots in Cars is even recommended in the sidebar, and I do feel like this one definitely is a cross-postification because I believe we've seen it before. It's very epic. Me, when I get into the car, look at the other car, reverse, and then drive away. Cutting someone off in the process. God, it's so bad. It's so bad. I think what probably happened on this subreddit is like it started getting some algorithmification traction on people's Reddit feeds. And then people who had previously submitted to Idiots in Cars were like, I can cross-post here. Or the bots did it. The bots might have also done it. Some people really shouldn't be allowed behind the wheel. Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely not good right there. That's crazy. Make a right turn around someone who's in the right turn lane, thinking that this is just going to be fine. Like, hey, it's green. Why would you not be making a right turn? Let me just do it from the other lane, and surely nothing bad is going to happen. Hopefully they were okay. And Bridget says, people do this in Philly. I hate it here. People just run into bicyclists in Philly all the time. That's just like a thing. You just accept that risk. If you're riding a bike in the street, it's just like, yeah, if I cross this intersection while it's green for me, I'm probably going to get hit. God, don't want to do that. It's me. I'm the idiot. I suppose that, in the Dashcam subreddit, it's not implying any particular person would be an idiot or that there is idiocy in general. It could be an interesting thing. I wonder if we'll see like a meteor entering the atmosphere in one of the Dashcam videos, because I mean, that is relevant. It's captured on a Dashcam. So I guess we'll see. Yeah. So I see. It's like you got a green light to go forward, but it's not a green left turn. You don't have a protected left right now. And then, God, I do wonder if there's a world in which if that car had hit the brakes and you had sped up, I don't know if there's a world where this accident was avoided. I just don't know if there is a speed at which they could have made this turn where it was, I don't know, would have been tight. Obviously, they could have taken it a little faster, but they might have still gotten a hit at the rear part of the car. That was just bad. That was just, you turned right in front of somebody. And I guess you might have sorted this out with your insurance already. Otherwise, probably a bad idea to post that clip. Can you imagine, like, if you submit one story to your insurance, then you're like, you know what, I could get some karma on the internet if I post this, which shows a completely different story from what I actually told my insurance, and then you get caught for it. Whew. I don't know what it is with people and my rear tire, because I got rear-ended again on a different highway. So I guess there's like some backstory context here, like this happened previously and now they're going to get hit again. Sick. I don't know, maybe there's like a man eyes blind spot thing where the tire just looks like it's camouflaged. It doesn't look like there's a car. And so they, for some reason, think that the thing that's not a car is just going to keep moving and not going to abide by the laws of physics. I wonder if the tire did like some okay shock absorption that saved the car from having a little bit of damage. Or if it's still... like, that's a pretty solid hit right there. Their front end is a little messed up. I feel like that probably did some damage but maybe not quite as much as it would have happened otherwise. So that you're faced with a conundrum. You're like, is my tire being on the back of my car causing people to run into me? And then therefore, do I want to get rid of it? Or should I probably keep it there so that it protects me a little bit? It's a little bit of extra bumperage insulation in the event that I keep getting hit and it's not because of the tire. You don't know. You don't know until you experiment. There's no road there. Driving along, just minding my business. If the car in front of me had stopped just half an inch sooner, they would have been free of it. Unfortunately, their front plate got clipped, blah-blah-blah. We'll just see what... Huh. This looks like cell phoneage, or medical emergency, or intrusive thoughts of, I played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I wonder what happens if I try to grind the rail, but in my car. I don't know how to skateboard, so what's the next best thing? Oh, man. That's just so unfortunate for the people caught in the crossfire. God dang. Although it's kind of epic, like doing a little car grind, and then they even get air off of it. Like, they did a sick dismount and everything. It just, if it wasn't for that pesky oncoming traffic, they might have gotten away with only leaking out all their oil onto the road so that somebody else could drive and get banana peeled out. But again, they might have been able to keep driving for a few hundred feet before they ran out of oil. Criminals picked the wrong one that day. I'm concerned. I'm concerned for what we are about to... Oh, I think I've seen this. And I'm gonna not keep the clip going because this could be a risky one to have on YouTube. So here's what I will describe takes place. This is an on-ramp onto the highway. Don't know what country this is in, but basically I think it's this car right here, the one that's in front of them, stops while on the on-ramp. Somebody gets out, and I don't know if they are armed or if they're just like looking menacing, and then the person in the dash cam car, they say, well, why would I possibly stop in order to let them do this? I will simply accelerate. And the person goes a bit like Gary's Mod Ragdoll and just goes. They just go a bit. And it's like, well, I mean, that's probably what you should do in a situation like that. Are you going to stop and see what they're going to do to you? I mean, you might not have the wherewithal to just go. Like, that's probably not a really easy thing to just do. But anyway, yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's what happens here. And so I don't think YouTube's going to like that. Stay alert to what lies ahead. God, I hate concrete roadways. They're so bad. Can I just say, I wish that highways were asphalt, because concrete is always might be like smoothish in the beginning, but over time it just cracks and it's like bumpy, and you have the different pieces of the concrete pavement. It's always bad. If only they could have somehow made it a little bit more obvious that the lane was coming to an end, like just a few more flashing lights and arrows and effects to go with it. Because I just think it was a little unclear that the car needed to move over. Honestly, it's definitely the fault of the city for having that vehicle there, because nobody expects for there to be a stopped vehicle right there in the middle of the fast lane. I think it's the fast lane. They seem to be driving on the right. And that's the other opposite over there. But yeah, no one could ever have anticipated this. It's just, it's crazy. They would expect that to be enough of a warning. Probably on their phone. I don't know what to say. Just chilling in the car and this happened. Oh, where is this? This looks like Southern California. We got California plates. We're geoguessing. Guys, I'm on my geoguesser phase. Although I haven't gone in a few days, but we got to get to number... Oh, wait. Holy frick, the rankings will have updated. I might be in the next silver category. Sorry if you guys are like, what the frick is he even talking about? But anyway, we geoguessing out here. Definitely looks Southern California. I just don't know where exactly. El Toro Road. Are you... Oh, okay. So they're trying to figure out, like... Hold on. Okay. So, yeah, cross traffic definitely going. And then... Do they have a green right turn? I'm trying to figure out who did the dumb. Is there a green right turn for these cars? Because I see like a multi-left. I don't know if they also have a multi-right turn here, but this person decided to go straight, or if it did actually go green, because the other cars are going and doing their right turn. And yeah, it's like, it's hard to know if this person who did the impact into the side of the Nissan, like, did they run the red? Or did this person just start going before it was even green for them? And then they're like, I'm going to just keep going. I don't know how to, I'm panicking. I don't know. Oh, it looks like a bit of an, it looks like, is it an old lady or an old man? Looks kind of like someone who's a little bit old. And so they might have had a little bit of a panic moment after the initial hit. And they were like, I don't know what the brake and the gas is. And then they just kept going. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because of the way this intersection is with the staggered lights, depending upon forward, right turn, left turn. So I actually, like, I don't know whose fault this is. But yeah, they look like they had a bit of a moment there on that impact. And hopefully everybody is okay, but that is a bummer if you're just sitting at the light. Where do we just move to? Excuse you, I'm a bus. God, you gotta love the multi-angle dash cams. Man, oh man. Why did you like how just like zero impact visible at all on the bus, just perfectly fine, no problems. I think I've seen this before. I don't know if this has been in a video, but just, what is that? Is that a perfectly elastic collision or perfectly inelastic? I don't actually know which definition. It's one of those definitions. But just, I love how we get the rear angle and then it goes to the front angle. Like, what are you doing? Not only are you not even sticking in the middle left turn lane, you're just like almost fully in the opposite side of the road, just zooming along. Like, speed differentials, guys. You got to be mindful a little bit of speed differentials, okay? Like, even if, let's say this was a protected left turn lane just for the traffic going in the direction of the dash cam car, all right? Still, it's like the same as if the freeway starts slowing down in a couple of lanes because they're like merging onto another highway and that highway is backed up and then the lanes over on the left or right, depending upon where you live, are still moving. It's like, you don't want to be going 60 miles an hour when the lane next to you is perfectly stationary, because it's just asking for someone who's like, frick, I don't need to be in this lane. I want to be moving fast. They're going to be like, I got to move over. And then you just wham. So it's like this person, even if that was a protected left turn lane, someone might say, oh, I need to make a left turn. And they might just like go out in front of you and you're just zooming. Or a bus might just pop out in front of you and just obliterate you and take zero damage whatsoever. Well, saw the white truck not slowing down, so I didn't move. God, this is like some freaking vigilance. I'm impressed. That's some freaking defensive driving right there. Well done. You don't. Oh, I mean, sucks for the guy in the car right there. He's like, frick, you could have taken the bullet for me, if only. But like, just okay, green. There's such a delay between the green and them just being like, I'm not moving. I'm impressed. Well, I don't know. I consider myself pretty aware of other things and being able to avoid people who are driving badly. And I've got a decent lack of accident track record for that, but I don't know if I would have gotten that one. Like, there's such a delay there. That's pretty freaking impressive. So, god dang. I that is one thing I actually probably should be better about, is I don't think I often, when the light turns green for me, like, maybe I've just never actually had that situation, because nobody has ever T-boned me when I've started going and the lights turn green. I've never seen someone like just zoom in front of me. So it hasn't happened, but I'm like, would I notice? Do I check that unconsciously and I just don't think about it? I don't know. The man did not understand what alternating traffic meant and proceeded to threaten the other driver. Did we saw this one? I can't remember if we saw this or if I saw this separately. Chat can remind me and inform me. We did see this one together. Okay. See, because here's the thing. Sometimes, because the Dashcam subreddit is just like all over the main feed these days, sometimes I was like, maybe I just was scrolling and I saw it. Or was it in the video? I don't know. But anyway, all right. Small PP energy. And he's very upset because he doesn't understand how the bridge works. And that's understandable. I'd be mad too if I didn't understand things. Okay. This one I have seen because it's like this is kind of a viral clip, understandably. Vince McMahon smashes Bentley into car at 100 miles per hour. Okay, see, the crazy thing here is he's already being followed by police, isn't he? Like, this dash cam, I'm pretty sure, is from a police car. So, that's, like, what? Why? I don't understand. Was he running from police? Was he just like, I'm untouchable, so I can do whatever I want and no consequences will befall me? If anyone's unfamiliar, this is the founder of WWE. And yep. Cool. I mean, it doesn't seem like a massive injury kind of accident to the rear of that car. It kind of is more of a glancing blow. So I doubt that they took too much of a hit, but you just know that they're like, hey, insurance, I got a bit of whiplash. In fact, it's a pretty big case of whiplash. My neck is really feeling some pain and suffering right now. And I think the only cure is for it to just be smashed under a really big, like, instead of a chiropractor, we just get a big pile of money and we just put it on top of my neck. And I think that is actually, I'm going to get a doctor's note to confirm, but I think that's the only solution for what just happened to me. Yeah. Although I will say, I think that I recently saw a follow-up. This could be just completely somebody making things up. But I saw that he has not faced repercussions, basically. Now, that said, I'm sure there could be some civil follow-up from the person, and it looked like a Volvo that he rear-ended. But in terms of criminal charges, it looked like nothing. So, which is like, how is it, if the freaking dash cam is from a police car? That's the craziest thing about it. If it's like, this is a police car dash cam. Who sees the police, is not getting pulled over, and then goes, you know what I should do because there's a police behind me? I should start driving extremely erratically. It's opposite day, I guess. Anyway, well, crazy, dude. I don't understand. Like, how do you? It just feels like it has to be some kind of substances or something, because I just don't understand how you react and drive that way. I have no idea. Crossing guard doing the job broke that sign. Wait, is this the same? Wait, is this a different clip? This is crazy. This is a different clip. We literally were just in Idiots in Cars a few days ago, and there was another clip of somebody driving through a crossing guard. This one was a little bit, okay. You probably, maybe, I don't know, probably not. The other one, it was like the car just drove into the sign. This one was like, I get it. They shouldn't have done it. I don't know, man. There might be some people who are like, no, freaking fork cars, I hate them. They should all be smashed. But like, I don't know. I don't know if you should. I don't know if it was egregious enough that that should, like, he would get in trouble for that. I know there's like the court of public opinion versus the court of law. Court of law, he shouldn't have done that. Court of public opinion, I know there's going to be some differing opinions here, but I'd put this in the he shouldn't have done that camp versus the other one that we saw in Idiots in Cars, where like the guy's in the middle of the road with the stop sign on the car, is just like, I go through now. So yeah, like you could give him a stern look and be like, the frick are you doing? But I don't support that one. An SUV is trying to exit from the passing lane. It's a I turn now, everybody else good luck moment. Okay. I gotta, Jesus, that thing got air. Oh my God. How did it still have it? What the frick? It hit once and it still kept going out. What, like, it did an ollie. That's not what I was expecting. Bro, it did an ollie. That's crazy. Like, it goes from not on the ground and it just pops, dude. God dang. Okay, I gotta replay this. Would this have been avoidable? Like, it's starting to drift. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm not saying that everything could have been avoided, but I am saying that if you're paying attention as the driver of the dash cam car, you can see them start to drift. You can definitely see them starting to drift enough to be like, the frick are you doing? And try to take evasive action. Like, yes, there is a guardrail and all the water buckets there. So, like, it would be a little bit harrowing. But, yeah, obviously, stupid lane change from them. They weren't paying attention. I get that. But at the end of the day, you got hit and you kind of still have to take the time out of your life to deal with it, even if you're not at fault. And that's just annoying and sucks. So you should always try to avoid it. And I feel like there was opportunity there. Again, not your fault, dashcam car, but there was opportunity to possibly mitigate, is all I'm saying. Anyway, but you got to see a really cool ollie. I didn't know cars could do that. And so there's that, I guess. Anyway, I guess the rest of the clip is just the car on its side. Motorcycle police chase in Paris. Tout te souviens de cette vidéo? Now everybody can be like, oh my God, that's the worst French I've ever heard in my entire life. Gah! Bro, why, honestly, why even, oh my God. I'm sorry. This is why sometimes they just like kind of throw their hands up in the air and go, we're not going to bother with the chase. Because this is crazy. He's on the freaking sidewalk, weaving between the bollards. I didn't even see where the suspect is that they're trying to chase at this point. There are people crossing the street. He's having to, like, avoid them. I mean, this is, like... Oh, God. I mean, you just know on one hand that the motorcycle cop, he's like, I've always wanted to be able to just send it like Grand Theft Auto, and this is my excuse to do it. But, bruh. I feel like this is just going to end up causing more problems. Oh, he's caught up. Now you can see the person. But there's... Bro. It's just like, instead of one projectile causing a problem, it's now we have like 2 projectiles that can potentially cause a problem. I mean, it's impressive, but there's only so much that you can do when there are other cars on the road and people trying to cross streets and stuff. Like, you can be Max Verstappen, but if someone just turns right in front of you, like, gah, there's nothing you can do about it. Bro, oh my God. That's, oh my God. I mean, impressed. Like, he did a pit maneuver. He did like a John Wick friggin' kick out and take their bike down. I'm impressed. But Jesus. I was just like, I was thinking, like, what is he going to do even if he catches up? What, are you going to board the other person's bike? But God, he managed to stay up and lay the other guy's bike down. Damn. Well done. I wonder if they practice that. I mean, obviously there must be some kind of like practicing schools that they do for their car and bike handling, but still, like, do they practice? What do you do if you need to pit maneuver somebody else on a bike? Someone was in a hurry. What would you have done? I was trying to find space to give him, but I'm not going to drive my car into the dirt or raised curb. Is this this looks a bit like a Boxster, maybe? Or oh wait, I've seen this one. This is on Canaan. There's Mulholland. This is Canaan. I have driven on this road a bajillion times, and this person is just mega aggro. And this, I swear to God, okay, I'm pretty sure because I saw this on Instagram. This is a YouTuber, Vehicle Virgins. His name is Parker. This is him in this car. That's so funny, dude. Anyway, what is it? So I can't tell. Is he flipping him off, or is he giving like a pull to the side of the road deal? It's like, what are you doing, man? So Canaan doesn't really have anywhere to pull over on this portion. It's just, it has a really tiny shoulder, but it's got a bunch of like debris and stuff in it. There are some 2-lane portions before this heading this direction, but they're just like, there isn't even, this person looks like they're going normal speed. Yeah, they're in a 718. What are you doing? And Canaan is also like a very busy road. So I don't know what this guy is trying to accomplish. I think what's happening is his tree has fallen ill. It's very sick. You can see it laying down in the back, and he's rushing his tree to the hospital so they can resuscitate it. his poor tree. I have no idea what's going on here. This is some like actual crazy person behavior. He's going out of the side. He's fully out of the side window, looking backwards while illegally going around somebody. Oh my God. What is he doing? What is he doing? Jesus. I don't know how he's reaching the pedals right now. How is he fully like out of the side of his car and also on the pedals? Maybe he's not. Maybe this is very downhill. Maybe he's just coasting. Maybe he's actually just like no feet on the pedals. What is going on? What? He's like, it's impressive he doesn't just get his head chopped off. Or like idiots inside of cars and idiots out of cars, I guess. Every which way. I could have the misfortune of running into this person in the wild, because I have driven on this road many times. I at least do it like a couple times a year, and to visit family. And yeah, now I'm scared. Okay, well, don't be kind, be predictable. If you have the right of way, take it. I feel like we've gone over this before, which is yeah. Don't. It's so nice of you to want to be nice, but when you are unnecessarily nice, it causes problems for everybody else. I'll admit, I can kind of see how it looks like from the way that these lanes merge. It really does look like this truck is coming in hot. And that he's like, oh God, are they going to just go in front of me? I can kind of see, but then clearly there's still enough room to go. And they were just like, I mashed the brake in front of other large truck that is behind me that definitely cannot stop quickly enough. Yeah, no, I honestly can see how they might have had a little hesitation, but there was definitely time to then, as soon as it gets to here, be like, oh, I can keep going. So in fact, like if I were in the place of that car that got hit, I probably would have had a moment of hesitation and be like, whoa, are they coming in hot? And then I would be like, oh no, it's okay, I can go. So yeah, anyway. All right, and then the top for the last month. 2-year-old opens car door, causes 6-vehicle crash. Kuala Lumpur, a 2-year-old opened a car door causing a road. Okay, this is a whole article here. Let's just watch. Oh God. Like, that's not even a parked car. That's just in traffic. Is this why there are child locks on the door? Like, it's supposed to be that you can't actually open the rear door unless you unlock it. Like, if you lock in the front, then it's not supposed to allow the door to be opened. So it's a bit of jeez. It's funny. I'd never really thought about child locks being for the safety of others. I had always thought of child locks specifically being so that the child cannot open the door and dive out. I never really thought about it for the child not being able to open the door and destroy everybody else. It's a new perspective on things. Oh God. And I'm assuming that lane splitting is probably allowed in Kuala Lumpur. I feel like in most of Southeast Asia, you just see videos of bikes weaving through traffic all over the place. So I'm assuming that's just how it goes. Yeah. God dang. Another example why lane splitting is dumb. Bro, in places where lane splitting is allowed, you are never going to get people to not lane split. Ever. In a million years. It's like basically the reason why people have bikes. And so they're never not going to. Don't lane split. California lane splitting is 100% legal. It just is the way it is, and everybody on a bike takes that risk. It's like, it is an anomaly. If I have ever seen a bike that is staying in lane, and I always assume that it's probably a beginner, because everybody else does it. Always. But anyway, yeah. Well, hey, just in general, also, if you're parking on the side of the road, check your rear view before you open your door. Not that this really applies in the situation with a child who's 2 years old, but yeah, anyway. That's it. Hope you've enjoyed Dashcams, which may have formerly been a place to recommend Dashcams, and now is Idiots in Cars. Maybe we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.